Hello and welcome to 360 Africa News. I'm your host Nana Yao Kenton, and this is the major global update on the Epstein Files and the international fallout unfolding right now. Millions of pages of Epstein-related documents have now been released, revealing emails, financial records, travel logs, and investigative material. This historic release followed new transparency laws requiring U.S. authorities to publish unclassified materials tied to Jeffrey Epstein's criminal network. The files revealed just how wide Epstein's connections stretched across politics, business, academia, and global elites. Among the biggest international developments, French prosecutors say the files handed them a trove of new investigative leads. Authorities in France have opened formal investigations into possible human trafficking and financial crimes connected to individuals named in the document. Meanwhile, in the United States, New Mexico officials have launched a probe into allegations involving Epstein's Zorro Ranch property. Another major headline involves artificial intelligence pioneer Ben Goertzel, often referred as the godfather of AGI. Released emails show Goertzel sought research funding from Epstein and congratulated him after a previous jail release, a revelation that has sparked public scrutiny. In the United Kingdom, Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor, formerly known as Prince Andrew, has now been arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office. The arrest marks one of the most dramatic legal developments tied to a senior royal in modern British history. King Charles responded by saying the law must take its course regarding his brother, signaling no royal interference. The development has intensified debate across the UK about accountability within powerful institutions. Former Victoria's Secret CEO Les Wexner also testified publicly about his long association with Epstein. Wexner described Epstein as an Olympic con artist and denied knowledge of the abuse that took place. Hyatt Hotels chairman Thomas Pritzker has stepped down amid renewed scrutiny over communications linked to Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. In another dramatic twist, the United Kingdom's ambassador to the United States has resigned amid growing pressure linked to the widening Epstein fallout. These resignations and testimonies show how the files are triggering consequences across corporate leadership circles. Analysts say the document release is exposing what many describe as a corrupt elite network of influence and privilege. Opinion pieces in major newspapers argue the files reveal how power structures protected Epstein for years. However, experts also warn that public outrage must remain grounded in verified fact. Adding to the global reaction, the leader of Ansar Allah in Yemen referenced the Epstein files in a recent speech. He warned of moral corruption among Western elites and used the files as part of a broader political argument. His remarks have fueled regional debate and intensified geopolitical rhetoric. Back to the documents themselves. The files include detailed flight logs from Epstein's private jet. These logs show travel dates, destinations, and passenger names spanning many years. But investigators stress that appearing in flight records does not automatically mean criminal wrongdoing. The files also contain thousands of emails showing communications between Epstein and high-profile individuals. Financial records reveal how large sums of money moved through Epstein's accounts and associated foundations. Roughly 180,000 images and about 2,000 videos were seized during investigations, though most remain heavily redacted. The release has sparked fresh calls for transparency, with some lawmakers questioning whether all materials have truly been disclosed. Victim advocacy groups are also demanding clarity on redactions and withheld documents. At the same time, conspiracy theories have spread rapidly across social media. Claims of secret rituals, occult ceremonies, and satanic practices have circulated widely online. However, based on credible reporting and official document reviews, the released files contain no verified evidence of ritualistic ceremonies. There is no confirmed documentation proving organized occult practices within the publicly released materials. Experts emphasize that misinformation can overshadow the very real and documented criminal abuses at the heart of this case. What the files clearly confirm is a pattern of exploitation, abuse, manipulation, and the misuse of power. They also reveal how influence and wealth allowed Epstein to maintain elite connections for years. But legal responsibility depends on evidence, due process, and ongoing investigations, not speculation. As investigations continue in France, the United States, and the United Kingdom, the full impact of these revelations is still unfolding. That's the update on the Epstein files and the global reaction. Stay connected, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next report.